Okay, dear students, as I have noted to you very well about the online, the virtual pattern that we as a class have been going for with changing times and changing options that we need to go for. Here I am getting myself Pratik Golkar, and I have been teaching English at the class since past 12 years. It's the 13th year of my teaching. So, to be very precise and clear, I teach English and all the social science subjects. But for you people, I have come today with English as our prime subject, okay? And we'll be making sure that we learn better because, as I've been putting this in right from day one, English is never going to be a subject, it is always going to be a language. That's number one. Very clear, yeah. I mean, be very clear about it. Whatever I tell it from my heart. And I don't want any one of you to, unnecessarily try and make mess out of it. Simple part we'll be going with the textbook only and nothing apart from that. So before we actually start with our English subject from the textual part, let me be very clear. Your English is being categorized into two parts. Okay, English is being categorized into two parts. Number one is first is called as your Beehive. Okay, so first book for your English is Beehive. Okay, and the second book which is being made available, it is called as Moments. Okay, so what exactly comes with the paper pattern? इसमें दो पार्ट है, book 1 and book 2. So I'll be giving you the paper pattern based on both the books. Let me be very clear. Your paper pattern is not at all going to be based on any other option. It is going to be purely based on the textual part only. But it will have inclinations of grammar. इसमें आपको आप लोग grammar के अलावा will be also finding writing skills. And apart from this, will be also finding something called as literature-oriented question-based paper. Okay? So just let us start with this in detail. And here we go for it. Now, remember your paper pattern is being categorized into two parts. Your paper pattern is being categorized into two parts. Number one that you have. Okay. Number one, your paper pattern, English paper. English is going to be for 80 marks. 80 mark के लिए आपको पेपर आने वाला है. That's going to be English. In this English paper, your sections will be divided in three categories. Your sections will be divided in three categories. Section A will have question number 1 and question number 2. Paragraph-based questions. Okay. So questions which are based on paragraphs. These are going to be there. And this will cover question 1 will be there for 12 marks. 8 marks, and question 2 will be there for 12 marks. This comes with your 20 marks questions from section A. Now section B, question number 3, question number 4 and question number 5. Section B will be based on grammar plus it will be based on writing skills. It is about story writing. It will be letter. Now, depending upon the schools, some schools what they do is purely instead of letter they give an option for report. Instead of report they also give an option for article writing. Is that fine, everybody? The notes for this will be circulated in the link box, the description box below. Before we go further as well, I have given you clearly the notes for descriptive passages. I have given around about 50 passages you have to do in your notebooks. I have sent this thing, a link on this on our WhatsApp group as well. Please refer. Any doubts, kindly come back. And next question, that is question number 5, question number 6, question number 7 are based on grammar. Okay, so there will be editing and correction. There will be fill in the blank based grammar questions, fill the right appropriate words, At the same time, apart from this, there will be something called as direct and indirect based questions. Okay, so this is where your second part of grammar section B has been included. Now, after section B, you have section C. Section C is typically literature oriented English. Section C is typically literature oriented English, in which you will have question number 8, which comes for 4 marks. A small poem will be given, textual poem, and on that you will be getting questions, 1 mark each. You will be getting question, that is 1 mark each question. Okay, 1 mark each. Question number 9 over here will be questions which are for 2 marks. Total 10 marks. 5 questions आएंगे, you get 2 marks each question. Section D, question answer based section. Question number 10, 8 marks, and question number 11 again for 10 marks. So this is how the entire paper gets divided. Let me be very cautious with the grammar. Story will be there for 10 marks, report letter or article writing will be there for 8 marks, and rest of the grammar question will be there for 4 marks each, which cover total of 12 marks. Am I late, everybody? Am I clear with all of you? So this is where your question paper, this is where the paper pattern is all about. My dear friends, please make sure you go with the paper pattern. That's the smartest way to study. अगर आप लोग paper pattern के हिसाब से जाओगे, you'll be able to do it better. You'll be able to do it faster. And on this basis questions, I have covered first thing paragraphs, which I have already sent the link to you on WhatsApp. Now we'll be looking for the literature part of your questions. Clear? Which are completely textual based. Your portions are divided as per the units. Your portions are divided as per the lesson wise. I'm sure you'll be going for those things in detail. Let's get back to it now.